His Royal Highness Prince Charles and that Cash for Honour scandal. What is the latest? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the heart of London. As ever, we seem to be clearing up stories more than revealing them. But this particular story I've delved deep for you so that you know exactly what's going on with this particular media story involving His Royal Highness, the Metropolitan Police, and a former senior aide within Prince Charles's circle, Mr. Michael Fawcett. This already centres on the Cash for Honour scandal that's been dubbed in the media. It's an interesting story, obviously, particularly right now as they're being engulfed with the Prince Andrew fiasco, and then of course the ever ongoing saga of Meghan and Harry, which never ceases to amaze the British media. Interesting to note though, with Prince Charles, he's just really announced that he's ready to assist the British Metropolitan Police in any way that he can, and of course he will. But the British Metropolitan Police are in a bit of a flux right now because last week our London Mayor Sadiq Khan decided to fire the head of the Met Police, Cressida Dick. And Cressida is still in charge of it, but loosely speaking, as they say. So once again, bit of a mess over here in the United Kingdom. But what we can tell you is this particular story centres on the fact that Mr. Fawcett, who was of course a very senior aide for Prince Charles for many years, had to leave at one point, then returned, was seen as a very close friend as well, was in charge of one of the charities that His Royal Highness Prince Charles was of course running. Now, there is absolutely nothing to associate His Royal Highness Prince Charles with this scandal because that particular charity was run exclusively by Mr. Fawcett. Now, let me tell you, I had a few, shall we say, ongoings with Mr. Fawcett over the years, and he developed a more regal stance than senior members of the British monarchy, let me tell you. Very strange guy, but nonetheless very good at the job. This already centres on the fact that were people offering money in order to receive obviously things like knighthood, CBEs, OBEs, that sort of stuff. Now, Prince Charles, let me tell you how this works. If you are recommended for these things, you know, Prince Charles wouldn't necessarily know exactly whether that person's donated. It's based on what they're offering the charity. I don't mean monetary terms, but I mean in terms of what are they offering? You know, what can he bring for the charity? Could it be good for the charity? That sort of stuff. So obviously, there's no connection between Mr. Fawcett and of course His Royal Highness Prince Charles regarding this. He doesn't deal with finances, as we all know. Royals don't carry money. So for now, as I say, His Royal Highness Prince Charles is offering to assist the Met Police once they get somebody for him to assist with, if you get the picture. But for now, it truly all centres on the fact of exactly who donated, how, when and why, and more importantly, what did they receive in return. Personally, I think this story will blow over because there is really a non-story. It's been sort of whipped up by, once again, the anti-monarchist, particularly MPs over here and Labour in the United Kingdom. And more importantly, a lot of the anti-monarchy newspapers. Naturally, they're sensing drama and scandal. So once again, let's make it even harder. For now, as ever, when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.